So about 10 of us got on that train, still with our pants on, and we're pretending we didn't know each other. It was just like normal everyday at the office, and then we started taking our pants off on the train. But still not talking to each other. It was just like 10 people across the carriage getting their pants off, guys and girls. We had a couple of girls there as well, and everyone's like, "What is going on?" Meanwhile, so the train's coming towards Richmond Station, or it might have been South Yarra, and we had the rest of the group waiting there. Again, they're all just on the platform, pretending not to know each other with their pants on. One of my mates, he was the signal for everyone to drop their pants. Looking back, I certainly didn't know anywhere near as much as I know now around building a sales funnel. Just getting just shoe leather, hitting the footpath, getting out there, booking meetings, doing pitches, giving proposals. So without knowing that, we certainly had ups and downs, because the saying in consulting is that you're either catching bears or eating bears. You can't do both at the same time. So, either you're 150% capacity, working. And this is even with like 4 or 5 staff in the sort of second, third year, we'd built the business up. You're still flat out, and then you come off the engagements and you're like, shit, we better do some marketing. Finished high school at 17, went straight into a commerce degree, basically did a year, and I hated it.
Yeah.
And because I had no idea, that old story of do well at school, get a good score, get into a good university, into a good course, then get into a good job and just can ride that out. That was already starting to collapse, particularly for me. I do agree. It's expansion, try a whole bunch of stuff, figure out what you like, start focusing down, and then maybe you can become an expert in that thing that you really love. One of my big topics that I really love in sort of the entrepreneurial process is product to market fit. Right? It's like, are you addressing a real need in the market with a product that people pay for? And the only way you determine that is through testing. Right? You come up with a hypothesis that this is going to appeal to these people, test the hell out of it. If the test proves that you're on the wrong path, change tack. Yeah. And I think that same principle can be applied across almost everything. Just test it.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. Go in there being fully prepared to be wrong. Test the hell out of it. And if you get a good result, continue. If you get a bad result, change tack. Internal locus of control versus external locus of control. So an internal locus of control is basically saying I am in charge of my own destiny. I could influence the situation. Whereas an external locus of control is that the situation, it's not up to me. It is how it is, and I can't really control what's going on. So I very much, and I think a lot of successful entrepreneurs have or have fostered an internal locus of control. A lot of people still say can you learn to be an entrepreneur? How can you learn to be an entrepreneur? Aren't entrepreneurs just born? Which I absolutely do not think is right. I think there's an element of there's definitely an element of looking for opportunity, being willing to put yourself in slightly uncomfortable situations, push forwards. Even that can be nurtured, but all the rest of it, sort of the mechanics side of building a business, 100% learned. They're all skills that can be learned. Yeah. And even the mindset side, actually, the mindset required to be an entrepreneur, looking for opportunity, being willing to test, putting yourself in situations that other people might not. Even that's a skill. Do it a lot of times, you get better at it. If I knew how hard this was going to be, there's no way I would have been crazy enough to give it a crack. But then this is the great thing. This is the thing I love about serial entrepreneurs. They're they know how hard it is, but they're hooked. Yeah. Right. Okay, here we go again. Let's go again. But it's work. Practice at it. It's what I was explaining it the other day, right? When you're at a function or an event, right, or a networking thing, and you're standing on the outside of the room, right? And there's all these little circles going on. It's pretty hard to break into one of them, right? But all you need to do is just literally walk in and go, "Hey guys, can I join?" Yeah. And you do that one time, and you're like, "Oh, that wasn't too bad." And then you do it a second time. It's "Oh, this is getting a bit easy." And then before you know it, you just that's just how you work a room. You just walk up, "Hey guys, can I join in the conversation?" And you realize it's not that hard. So I think it's a really good analogy for getting yourself out of your comfort zone. Practice it a little bit. You realize it's not as bad. The consequences aren't as bad. and then you're better at it for next time.